Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 27 minutes after the hour. Y'all, happy Father's Day to all the dads. We're kicking off Father's Day weekend. And today we want to know, what is the biggest lesson your dad ever taught you? Get at us at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. But before we go to the phones, I just want to tell all the dads out there, man, you look on Instagram. Rocky, I don't know if you and Special K notice. You notice the word dead. You haven't heard the word deadbeat dad in 15 or 20 years.
Yes, sir.
You know why? And it's not that men are stepping up. Men are just the internet, thanks to the internet. Men are getting the credit that they deserve for being great dads. And there's a lot of men that's been out here. And that just whole perception of men not being there. And a lot of the men that are not there say, hey, I'm just waiting till my kid turn 18 or whatever to connect with them because they have problems getting access to their children.
Right.
We live in a day where the courts are being more fair to men, because it would just automatically assume that men are not good dads, or the nerve and the audacity of you to bring this woman to court to try to get access to your kids or whatever. At least that's how I feel. And there's a lot of men out here fighting for parental rights and grandparent rights and stuff like that, and get treated pretty bad in the court, or just have the courts dismiss them like they're nothing. And stats show that it's so important for men to be in kids' lives or whatever. We out here, man, we cook meals. I'm talking about, I had to scramble. I forgot to cook dinner yesterday, and they was coming from tennis. And I'm talking about, I had to scramble up some macaroni and cheese. I had some leftover steak and chopped it up and made it look gourmet, put some parsley on top, and just made them a macaroni and cheese steak bowl with some leftover, like putting meals together.
Love it. Taking
a little light bread, toasted a little bit with a little butter, cut it in half, and the children sit there and ate it like they was at fine dining. And it was just some doggone leftovers that I put a little parsley on top to make it hit a certain way. That thing hit.
Come on,
but when
dog.
I tell you that thing hit, yes, that thing hit.
Come on, dog.
And I'm talking about while clothes in the washer and clothes in the dryer, while they eating folding up clothes, bath time with music, and all of this kind of stuff, man. And just go to court. Just want to be something to your kid or your grandkid, and to be looked at, the audacity of you coming in here. Man, when I come out with this next book, it's gonna be just like, when I tell you what I go through and what I have been through to have access to my kids and grandkids, it's just absolute. I can write a whole encyclopedia in how just fighting just for access. Even trying to do the right thing. Here goes some facts on how children are impacted when the father is in their life. For every man out there that's not participating or whatever, I want you to hear something if you care anything about your child. And for every mother out there that's making it really, really difficult for a man to have access to his child, if you love your child, if you're a woman out there and you hate the father, we understand it. We get it. But I want you to understand something, because we have to always remember to do what's in the best interest of the child. You understand? Here are some facts on how children are impacted when the father is in their life. Right? They are more likely to have healthier relationships. These are proven facts.
Yep.
They have better emotional control. Let me give you an example on that. One of my twins was crying yesterday over nothing. I said, hey, control your emotions. Control your emotions. If your sister got her water first and finished her water before you finish your water, there's no reason to stand there and pout and throw a whole fit. I said, no, ma'am, get it together. You're an athlete. You play tennis and you're on the basketball team. No, ma'am, not acceptable. She got herself together. Push-ups. After just being lazy, watching cartoons while putting your shoes on, coming downstairs with your shoes on the wrong feet is not acceptable. So we're going to do 10 push-ups. You're an athlete. Okay, she got tired of doing them damn push-ups. Now the damn shoes on the right feet, giving them confidence. Yeah. Ain't no punishment. Push-ups, going to get you, your upper body, like stuff like that.
Come on.
You know, we not everything ain't all. See, you get that with women, but you ain't gonna get the hey, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Nobody gonna say, because you clean up your room, you're supposed to clean up your room anyway. Mm-hmm. That's like breathing. They have better physical health. When I tell you we worked yesterday, when I tell you they was getting them groceries out of that car yesterday, when I tell you they was bagging up stuff and putting stuff up, putting stuff in the dishwasher, all of that kind of stuff, moving. They are less likely to abuse drugs. They have better academic success. Now, that ain't in my house. I ain't part of that. Okay, I'm not gonna sit
We
down.
don't count. We the parents. We ain't gotta have that.
Do no damn homework. Y'all can do all that stuff, talking to the teachers and all that kind of stuff. I'm just in control of religion, the Holy Ghost, and a few of your clothes and keeping your hair braided where we don't have to do it. And paying the insurance. So
they put that math homework in front of you like
the damn math. They're gonna be the little short bus gonna pull up here talking about hang.
That's why God invented YouTube.
Come on.
No, Ricky. No.
And they are more likely to stay out of trouble. You just heard my son on the show an hour ago. My son got kicked out of 3 kindergartens. Schools. Got kicked out of 3 schools. He graduate with his master's degree next month.
Come on.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? And that's me being in his face, me going up to the school, snatching him up, grabbing him around the chest or whatever, and just refuse to baby him. And I'm just kind of like a no-nonsense type of parent or whatever. And that make kids responsible and stuff. And it's just so important, man. And I watch all you great dads out there and all the ones that don't have dad. Shout out to all you little league football coaches and baseball coaches and soccer coaches, people out there taking the kids home, buying pizza for the kids, taking them to Burger King, when just make sure they get something on their stomach before they get to the house, going in y'all own pocket all the way, all across the country. Man, I want to take my hat off to every last one of y'all because it was little league coaches that made a difference in my life. I think about Coach Holmes and Coach Osley and Coach Robinson and Coach Henderson. And and stuff that just developed so much toughness. And I just really appreciate every man that try to step up, every uncle that try to be something to a kid that don't have a father. I got a lot of them coming to my house this weekend who don't have a father. They are adults now, put in and raised them. So when I get really mad, because I go out of my way for kids, I would never, ever walk away from kids, and I'm gonna defend myself on this airways. I felt some kind of way, like it bothered me all day yesterday. One thing I don't like to be is disrespected or made to look like I don't care about my kids. You understand? Like I'm a tough dad. All these kids that don't have dads that was raised in my house that are successful adults. TJ graduated from Miles College. Terrell graduated from Middle Tennessee State University. DeEssence graduated from Tennessee State University. Aaron graduated from Baylor University. Genesis graduated from Alabama State University. Delta graduated from Alabama State University. These are not biological. Or not.
Come on.
And for the morning hustle to go on the air and make it seem like I walked away from my twins when they don't know the truth, that kind of irresponsibility going out over the airways, talking about me and questioning my fatherhood, that kind of disrespect over the airways that we helped build on our back was very disrespectful. And I'm going to talk about it as because it bothers me every day. Because I don't like being, one thing, I might not be the funniest comedian on this earth, but damn it, I'm one of the greatest dads of all time. When I tell you I cook, clean, coach, you should have saw me walking around that tennis court, picking up tennis balls back and forth, picking up tennis balls. And at the basketball practice, no, they weren't Nike shoes. No, them shoes, Caleb Booth ordered them off Amazon, but they was cute. And people was talking about, what are those? I don't give a damn. I bet they get more buckets in them Amazon sneakers that they had on. Then your kids would get with them Nike shoes on.
I remember I had them.
I said what I said, and I want an apology on the air, morning hustle, because I feel some kind of way of you talking about me, making it look like I'm not a good dad or I abandoned my kid. I don't appreciate it. Come see me, L'Oreal. Y'all come see me. Oh, that went downhill, didn't it? Wow. Everybody get
Fast.
mad at the reaction, but did you get mad at the action? Did anybody get mad at the action? You mad at this is the reaction to the action. I'm going to fight this generation mad at the reaction. It bothers me. You can say whatever you want to say about me, but don't you ever say I'm not a good dad. And where your kids? More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Now it's 12 before the top of the hour, y'all. I deal with all that other stuff on Monday. I'm gonna have a whole damn day on that Monday. Cause one thing about it, boy, I take Father's Day serious. And that's why my house finna be 30 people coming to spend the night for Father's Day, and I didn't ask them to come, and I did not set this up. So if you ain't a good dad, you tell me why with 30 people, 30 or more people flying from Arizona and Florida and coming to town to be here to spend the night. I don't even know where everybody gonna sleep, but they coming, and they came last year for Father's Day. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Don't. But Monday, I'm gonna do. Cause I don't want to spend the day taking away from all the good dads that's out there and make this thing about me, cause it ain't about me. But I'm real sensitive when it comes to fathers' rights, grandfathers' rights, and Father's Day. It's like a conclave. You know, I take it serious, you know, the dads, because my dad died when I was 6 years old, and I had a wonderful granddad, and my uncle stepped up. My dad had 3 brothers, and my mama had 4 brothers. All of my uncles stepped up, and my coaches and stuff, and men, great men, created what you get to hear on the radio every morning. It was a part of the 6 seasons of the Rickey Smiley reality show that went over the air, showing me being a great father to my kids. And I take it serious, and it's so deep and personal. And especially after everything I went through losing my son,
Yeah.
and everything that I'm going through now, which is a blessing to my life, my twin daughters or whatever, I really take it personal. Like really, but to all you great dads out there, I absolutely love y'all and respect y'all. Let's go to the phones right now. Good morning.
This is Thomas from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the biggest lesson that my dad has taught me actually is not having a relationship with my dad is to make sure that you don't make the same mistake and be there for your children, you know, to take advantage of every opportunity that you have to spend with them, because kids grow up fast, and, you know, it's a very traumatic situation when you don't have your dad in your life.
Hey, this is Fran calling from Houston, and the biggest lesson my dad ever taught me was can't nobody tell you nothing but yes or no.
Calling from Columbus, Mississippi. The biggest lesson my father ever taught me was take care of everything that you have. It's better to take care of than to keep buying new.
I'm calling from Oklahoma City. Biggest lesson my dad taught me is do not eat the spaghetti that women cook.
My name is Tasha. I'm calling from North Little Rock, Arkansas. The biggest lesson my dad taught me was how to drive anything with wheels. I'm talking about big truck, motorcycles, 4-wheelers, know how to ride a horse. I mean, I drive a big truck better than a man.
Man, I swear, Alfred, I'm sorry that you lost your dad. It was a long time ago, but you say you think about him every day. Real quick, tell us, shout out your dad.
Oh, yeah, George Foy. I'm named after him. George Alfred. I'm George Alfreda, but he was just a good old boy. You know, country boy. Taught me how to drive a tractor, how to ride a horse, how to brand a cow. You know, I was a tomboy, and he was just one of those dads who, you know, like you and like the men I work with, y'all are mentors, and you're such good dads. But I think a man in a woman's life is so important. Listen, a man in a man's life, yes, of course, but every girl who has their father in their lives, they're a daddy's girl. Me and all my sisters, we all say we were the favorite. And it's just important.
Oh, yeah.
Girls have daddy issues when they don't have daddies.
Come on.
And it comes out later when they start having relationships with men. So I'm just saying, you know, my daddy had 4 girls, and it's so your role, like, Ricky, I see you with your twins. Man, y'all should see the text flying through with the pink shoes on the stairs. And it's just, you know, girls need it so bad because you are the first man that we love. And you're the first man that loves us unconditionally. And so I'm getting teary-eyed, so I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, You know what? We don't even have to do the doggone. Are we doing the mix of stay in your head all day, Super Day? What we doing?
Yeah, I think
All
we
right,
got it.
instead of doing the mix, we'll do a little bit of the mix, but we're gonna come out. We're gonna talk more about this, man, because this thing is serious to me. Like with every DNA in my body, like I really take Father's Day weekend serious. I take it so serious. So, y'all, more Father's Day stuff coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.